Ka-ching, ka-ching. So, got this question. Why do men get bored with you? Okay, so let me explain something about the nature of a man. When men receive too much love, they get unchallenged, unmotivated, uninspired. If life is too easy on everybody, just imagine if life would be easy all the time on everybody, you will not be grateful anymore. People will turn into monsters. If you really think about it, I believe that God teaches us lessons all the time. Why would He do that? Why would He do such things? Why do we have to go through love but also so much difficulties? There are so many people who are depressed, who commit suicide and all these type of things because life is sometimes so freaking hard and difficult. So how I look at it is that we need a challenge. We so need a challenge. If there is no challenge, you would be depressed all day, every day in your bed. The 50 Cent even says it. He be like, yeah, depression is a disease for the lazy, for those who've had it easy in life. Because you don't have time to be depressed if you have very important goals, if you don't have any freaking money on your bank account and you need to pay the bills, right? So when it comes to men, some be like, we have learned, we have taught to make life super easy on men. When they come home from work, oh, they can just relax, sit on the couch, and we will serve on their knees. I've seen some people do that. I have actually seen my previous mother-in-law from my ex-boyfriend, okay? She served her husband like she was almost on her knees serving him foods, and he was just watching television, and he turned into a monster. Of course he did, because everything was so easy for him. So what some men will do is they turn either very lazy and they don't do anything anymore after work, but that's probably because they are just very insecure about themselves, so they don't go after women. No, because they are insecure, so they don't go after women. They will just be at home and act as if everything is okay, while in fact they are just scared, okay? And then you have these type of men who turn into whatever they want, and they will go look outside of their home to create another challenge, and it gives them excitement to cheat on you, right? Because that's like, that gives them a sense of the adrenaline will like go around in their bodies. Are you going to find out, all right? Is she just so stupid that she will never see it? And then they also have something to brag about next day at their jobs, right? That's also why they say you should not build with a man. Because we as women, we are not builders. We are here to receive. We are here to be their spiritual, grounding kind of little angel. So, but also, then women will be like, yeah, but I can make my own money online. Yeah, you can make your own money online, which you definitely should. You should have your own source of income. Why? So that if the guy cheats and if the guy is bored with you, you can leave whenever you want. But maybe you will accept him cheating because you're just happy that he is able to provide for you and maybe the children that you guys have, and you also do what you want. Okay, so you have to always stay in your power, make sure that you create some source of income for yourself, but also make sure you have a guy who makes money. If a guy has no money, oh, it's disgusting. And honestly, guys, I'm not talking to you guys who are like in the 20s or maybe even 30s, because I fully understand that you might have everything together and you don't have a lot of money. But when a guy is in their 40s, 50s, especially 60s, he needs to have money, good money. Otherwise, I don't know about you, but I feel like I'm really like a lion. And to have a guy next to you who is pathetic, who just doesn't even know how to make money, he doesn't even know how to provide for the family, it's like, come on. As a woman, you can be serious to be acceptive of that. It's disgusting. And so, again, that's also why it's important to, as a woman, date an older guy. Because young guys, first of all, they don't have money. And second of all, most of the time, and second of all, they still have they probably aren't healed. So they still want to go out with their friends, which is completely normal, which they should do. And when they go out, they are definitely going after other women. So date somebody who has money, who's older than you. Don't be stupid, be smart. And if you're a young woman, make sure you do not get pregnant unless it's a really rich guy, and make sure you marry in such a way that you get half of his money when you leave. Do it. I'm not saying that you gotta fight him. I'm not saying that you should like hurt him in any type of way, but just make sure that you are safe as a woman. Because look, how many men leave their woman after she got pregnant and they don't want to take care of the kids. As a woman, you are always the one who is responsible for the kids. Men just leave. Men just find themselves another woman. Goodbye, I'm just acting as if I am not a father. It's absolutely terrible. So what if you do that with a brokey? You're in such trouble. I can't stand these guys. I knew a guy back in the days, and he had nothing, like no freaking money, and he made this girl pregnant. And back in the days when I didn't really understand still these concepts and the importance of these things, I just talked to him, and sometimes we would like go somewhere to eat. And when he made that girl pregnant and he had no money, I didn't want to hang out with him anymore. I didn't want to be friends anymore. I was like, how freaking selfish actually is that? So what if the child becomes ill? What if I don't know, anything could happen. Sometimes you can't even afford proper health care for the baby. You probably aren't able to buy the best of the best foods, the best of everything. If you have children, I can't stand these guys. I just feel so like bleh about these type of guys. Same goes sometimes for women. These women have a very negative outlook on life. They have had so much trauma, and then they still want children, and they just bring children into the world while they are absolutely not ready for it. I don't like it. I'm very much against it. So yeah, how to not get a man bored is just by challenging him And you do that by challenging him. Make sure that he's going to make money. Be like God. Don't be nice, sweet, and kind all the time. No, actually, you should be nice, kind, and sweet at most for like 40 or 50% of the time. Probably even 40% of the time. Don't be too nice, and don't accept cheap shit, cheap stuff. And because if you're too easy, if you're too cheap, he is not going to be challenged to make more money. And men should be there to provide for you. So make sure you are the challenge in him. That it will only motivate and inspire him to be a better man. Okay? Don't just be easy. And I also wrote down if you are easy and cheap, then those men don't see your worth. So you have to understand your worth. You are an angel. As a woman, you should see yourself as a healing angel. Women are capable of giving life. Women have this sexual healing energy. So you are the angel, and angels deserve only the best of the best. So make sure you challenge that guy and know your worth. You are not going to settle for less. You do not want to eat at McDonald's. Like, come on, it's terrible. You do not want to drive around in a freaking little Honda with him. If you're young, that's okay. But if you are like in your late 20s, in your early 30s, it's not okay anymore. The sooner you start with this as a woman, the better. I so am happy for these younger girls who learn this from their parents, that you're worth it. The best of the best, and that's the only stuff that you accept. Okay? Ka-ching, ka-ching. Ka-ching, ka-ching, ka-ching. Love you, girls. Keep the chin up high and make sure you get the best of the best. And believe me, men are going to be mad at me for saying these type of things, but they just don't understand. But when they become older, they will start to understand. And especially when they learn this from their own parents. Guys might get mad, but no. When they become older, they will start to realize and understand. If they have children, daughters themselves, especially then they are going to understand. Okay? Love you.